In today's video, we're going to take a closer look at ExpressVPN and how it keeps you private every single day. What's up, you guys? My name's Ashley, and if you've ever wondered how websites track you, how advertisers seem to know exactly what you've been looking at online, or how safe your data really is when you're on public Wi-Fi, this video is going to explain why a tool like ExpressVPN can make such a big difference. So most people have heard of ExpressVPN since it's one of the biggest names out there, but what a lot of people don't realize is how much it's working in the background. It's not just about hiding your IP address, which is obviously important. It's about blocking trackers, keeping your data encrypted, and letting you take back some control over your online activity. And today, I'm going to break down what ExpressVPN is, the key features that make it stand out, how it actually deals with trackers, and whether it's actually worth it for you compared to other VPNs. Well, let's start off with the basics, which is what ExpressVPN actually is. ExpressVPN is one of the most well-known and trusted virtual private network providers in the world. It's been around for more than a decade, and it consistently shows up on the top recommendation list because of its speed, reliability, and commitment to privacy. At its core, ExpressVPN works by creating an encrypted tunnel between your device and the internet. Instead of your internet service provider or a random Wi-Fi hotspot being able to see what you're doing, all that information is scrambled and rerouted through one of ExpressVPN's secure servers. But what makes ExpressVPN different is its focus on privacy as a daily practice. It's not just about what happens when you connect to Netflix in another country. It's about preventing advertisers, websites, and even your internet provider from building a digital profile of who you are, where you go, and what you do online. Now, let's talk about the features that really set ExpressVPN apart. The first one is that it's trusted server technology. Unlike some VPNs that run on physical hard drives where data could technically be stored, ExpressVPN servers are completely RAM-based. That means that every time a server is rebooted, all the information is wiped clean automatically. There is no long-term storage of logs, which makes it almost impossible for your data to be tracked back to you. Next, ExpressVPN has a strict no logs policy. This means that they do not record the websites you visit, the searches you make, or the files you download. Many VPNs claim this, but ExpressVPN has had its no logs policy tested in independent audits and even in high-profile legal cases where they were unable to hand over logs because they simply do not exist. Another standout feature is the tracker blocking, which is part of their threat manager system. This feature prevents apps and websites from secretly communicating with trackers, advertisers, or malicious third parties. You know how sometimes you look up shoes on one site and then ads for those exact shoes follow you around for weeks? That happens because of hidden trackers. ExpressVPN's threat manager cuts those connections so companies cannot keep building detailed profiles on you. Then there's encryption. So ExpressVPN uses AES 256 encryption, which is considered military grade and virtually impossible to break. This keeps your browsing, your passwords, and your personal data safe, whether you're on your home Wi-Fi, your mobile network, or the free Wi-Fi at your local coffee shop. ExpressVPN also supports split tunneling, which means you can choose which apps or websites go through the VPN and which go through your regular internet connection. This is useful if, for example, you want your banking app to run outside of the VPN for verification purposes, but still want everything else protected. Another feature worth mentioning is the network lock kill switch. If your VPN connection ever drops unexpectedly, network lock will immediately cut your internet connection so that your real IP address and data are never exposed. And of course, ExpressVPN has one of the largest and most reliable server networks in the industry. With thousands of servers across 94 countries, you can connect almost anywhere in the world and still get fast, stable speeds. This not only protects your privacy, but also gives you flexibility if you want to access content from another region. So let's get into the specific question. How does ExpressVPN block trackers and keep you private every day? When you browse the internet without a VPN, every site you visit can see your IP address, and many of them install tracking cookies or even hidden scripts that send data about your activity to third parties. Advertisers then use this data to target with ads. Your internet server provider can also log all of your browsing history, and in a lot of countries, they are allowed to sell that data to advertisers. ExpressVPN tackles that problem in two main ways. First, by hiding your IP address address and replacing it with one from their servers, websites cannot directly identify your device. Instead of seeing your unique IP, they just see a generic one that belongs to ExpressVPN. This makes it much harder for companies to connect your browsing to your identity. Second, the Threat Manager tool actively blocks apps and websites from making hidden requests to third-party trackers. Imagine you download a free app that quietly sends your location to a marketing company without your consent. ExpressVPN detects that communication attempt and stops it before it happens. That means fewer trackers, less data harvesting, and more peace of mind for you. This happens in real time every day without you needing to think about it. The goal is to make your digital life private by default, not something you have to constantly manage. Now, let's dive into some of the pros and cons. Starting off with the pros. One of the biggest advantages of ExpressVPN is its speed. Unlike some VPNs that slow your internet down to the point where streaming or video calls becomes frustrating, ExpressVPN is designed to stay fast and reliable across different countries. That makes it really easy to use daily without constantly thinking about whether it will work. Privacy is another clear strength. ExpressVPN has a strict no logs policy that has been tested and verified by independent audits. Combined with their TrustedServer technology, which wipes all data every time a server restarts, you can feel confident that your browsing history is not being saved or traced back to you. The built-in tracker blocking feature called Threat Manager is also a big plus. Instead of just hiding your IP address, it stops apps and websites from secretly sending your data to advertisers or trackers. This helps cut down on those creepy targeted ads that follow you around after visiting just one site. Ease of use is definitely worth mentioning too. ExpressVPN works on phones, laptops, smart TVs, and even routers. The apps are simple to install and navigate, so you don't need to be tech savvy to get started. And if you ever run into trouble, their 24/7 live chat support is very quick and helpful. Now on the downside, ExpressVPN is definitely more expensive than many competitors. So if cost is your biggest concern, there definitely are cheaper VPNs out there. Another drawback is that while it usually works with major streaming platforms, you may sometimes need to switch servers to find one that unlocks the content you actually want. And finally, ExpressVPN limits you to 5 devices at a time, which may not be enough if you're trying to cover a large household with lots of gadgets. So overall, the pros are speed, privacy, tracker blocking, ease of use, and reliable support, while the cons mainly come down to price, streaming consistency, and device limits. Now, let's take a look at the different plans and pricing options. If you want to make sure you get the best price possible, we do have an exclusive link down in the description below. Once you use our link, go ahead and click Get ExpressVPN. Here you can see they have a couple different options. You can choose 1 month, 12 months, or 2 years, but I'm going to go over the 2-year options because this is how you're going to get the best price possible and save up to 73% off. With each of these plans, you also get an extra 4 months and a 30-day money-back guarantee, so I just wanted to mention that ahead of time. With the basic plan, you can save 73%, which it's $3.49 per month, and that's for the 24 months plus the extra 4 months. You get the best-in-class VPN and 10 simultaneous connections. Next is the advanced plan, which is $4.49 per month. You get everything in the basic plan, but you get 12 connections, advanced protection, which blocks ads, trackers, malicious sites, and more. You also even get a password manager in 3 days eSIM by holiday.com, 50% error code, and Identity Defender Lite. Lastly is the Pro plan, which is $7.49 per month, and this is saving you 62% off. You get everything in the advanced plan, but you get 14 connections, you get the advanced protection, you get 5 days eSIM by holiday.com, and 75% off of AirCove, and then you get the VIP Identity Defender and even a dedicated IP address. If you want to check out and compare the plans even more, again, you can use our link and go ahead and check in more detail. Again, I just want to reiterate the 30-day money-back guaranteed, which is a game changer because you can try it out, and if it doesn't feel like it's the best fit for you, you can get your money back. Is ExpressVPN for you? If your main priority is privacy, then the answer is yes. ExpressVPN does so much more than just hide your IP address. It actively blocks trackers, prevents data collection, and ensures that your activity cannot be tied back to you. That makes it ideal for anyone who's tired of being followed around by targeted ads or who just wants to browse the internet without feeling like they're being watched. It's also a great choice if you stream a lot or travel frequently, since its speed and global server coverage are some of the best in the industry. The only real reason not to go with ExpressVPN is if you're on a tight budget or if you want a VPN that includes extras like antivirus protection in the same package. For most people though, the combination of privacy, speed, and ease of use makes ExpressVPN one of the strongest options out there. And again, if you want to check it out yourself, that link is down in the description below. I do want to mention that these are affiliate links, which means we may earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. So if you do choose to use our links, we just want to thank you so much in advance for supporting our channel. It really helps us to continue to create free content just like this. I know that online privacy can feel overwhelming because there are so many companies out there trying to track us, follow us, and profit off our data. But tools like ExpressVPN make it simple to take back control without having to become a tech expert. You just turn it on and it blocks the trackers and keeps your data secure in the background. That wraps up this video. This channel is dedicated to helping you protect your online privacy and make smarter decisions about the tools you use. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel and leave any comments or questions below. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.